Hi guys, once again welcome you all on this online lecture platform, and today in this video lecture we're going to discuss topic from quantitative biology, statistical analysis, and in that we're going to cover simple linear regression and correlation. Okay, first we'll see correlation. Okay, as the name suggests, this term implies relationship between two variables. Perhaps in our previous lecture we have covered central tendency. In that we have seen mean, mode, median. So that central tendency represents averages, and that averages represents entire population or entire samples. Then after we have studied dispersion, how that data it get dispersed from central value. Okay, we have studied in various methods, by various methods. Then we also covered standard deviation, and today we're going to see linear regression as well as linear correlation or simply correlation. Okay, so we are not only concerned in the studying characteristics of variables in isolation, but jointly in order to examine the relationship of one variable with another variable. So correlation, as the name suggests, this term implies relationship between two variables. Okay, this term indicates some sort of relationship between two variables, means how two variables they are related to each other. Okay, this relationship may be of nature of dependence of one variable on another, means out of two variables one variable is completely depend upon another variable. Okay, however there are many biostatistical methods or techniques which can be used for studying and measuring the extent of relationship between two variables. So these techniques they are generally known as correlation analysis, and the biostatistical tool which studies relationship between the two variables is known as correlation. So correlation is basically to measure whether there is some sort of relation between two variables, and the relation, if the relation exists, then what type of relation it is between these two variables. So correlation is a biostatistical tool which measures the relation between two variables, and correlation may be simple correlation, then it may be partial correlation, or it may be multiple correlation. So let's understand this concept of correlation by examining some examples. So we know that as the summer heat rises, hill station they are crowded with more and more visitors. Then similar way, the sale of ice cream and cold drinks they become more brisk. Okay, so thus temperature is related to number of visitors and sale of ice creams. Okay, so these are two variables, increase in temperature as well as increase in commodities of sales that are related to temperature or that are dependent upon temperature. Okay, it is natural that as the sun rises, the summer rises or heat rises, the sale of cold drink as well as ice creams, then sale of coolers, then sale of refrigerators, then sale of ACs, these sales gets increased. Okay, then if you go to hill station and see, there will be much more crowd in summer as compared to other two seasons, in case of rainy season and winter season. Okay, so here two things, means two variables they are depend upon each other. Similarly, as the supply of tomato increases in your local mandi, its prices drop. Okay, So again, this is relationship between production and demand. Here tomato is an example, but you can see with respect to any commodities, with respect to any goods that we consume on daily basis, that supply of tomatoes are there, or onions, it is best example. So as the supply of these commodities increases in our local market, its prices they get drop. Okay. So the supply and price they are related to each other. Okay, these are two variables, supply and price of goods, they are related to each other. So correlation analysis is a means of examining such kind of relationship, but in systematic way. Okay, so correlation is important parameter and it is used to calculate various day-to-day phenomena that are based on this principle, and there are so many examples as we have discussed. There are similar examples we can give. Okay, so correlation analysis is nothing but comparison or to predict or to check whether two variables they are related or not. If they are related, then in what way they are related. Okay, so correlation it deals with questions such as, is there any relationship between two variables? It is the basic and fundamental question, that two variables are there, whether they are related or not. So is there any relationship between two variables? Then if the value of one variable changes, does the value of other also? Okay, so whether these two variables they are dependent upon each other or not, means value of one variable changes, does the value of other variable also change? Then does the variable move in same direction or they move in opposite direction? How strong is the relationship between these two variables? So correlation analysis answer all these type of questions or all such type of questions. So correlation studies and measures the direction and intensity of relationship among the variables. Correlation measures covariation, not causation. So this is the main thing, that correlation measures the direction and the extent of relation or intensity of relation between two variables. It does not measures that why these variations they are cause or any cause of variation related to these variables. So correlation should never be interpreted as implying cause and effect of relation. Okay, the presence of correlation between two variables x and y simply means that when value of one variable is found to change in one direction, the value of other variable is found to change in either same direction, that is called as positive change, or in opposite direction, and that is called as negative change, but in definite way. Okay, suppose there are two types of variables are there, that is x and y, and when value of one variable is found to change in one direction, the value of other variable is found to change in either in the same direction, that is called as positive change, or in an opposite direction, that is called as an negative change. Okay, so this is how we can predict a relationship between two variables. So there are three types of correlations are there. The first is positive or negative correlation. The second is simple or partial or multiple correlation. Then third one is linear or non-linear correlation. Okay. So positive correlation, the correlation is said to be positive when variables move together in same direction. Okay. Suppose when the income rises, consumption also rises. When income falls, consumption also falls. When the productivity is high, the demand is also high. the productivity is low, demand is also low. Sales of ice cream and temperature move in the same direction, as we have discussed that as temperature or summer heat rises, the sales of cold drinks or ice creams, they also get rises in proportionally or similar way. So this is how positive correlation can be described. So when the correlation is said to be positive, that when the variables move together in same direction. So in positive correlation, both variables they move in the same direction. As compared to positive correlation, in case of negative correlation, the correlation in which two variables they run in opposite direction. Okay, the correlation is negative when they move in opposite direction. Say for example, when the price of apple fall, its demand increases. Okay, so price of any commodity, if it falls, the demand also get increases. When the prices rise, demand decreases. Okay, so there is negative correlation between price and demand. When you spend more time in your studying, chances of your failing declines. So as you study hard, as you study more times, your chances of failure they get less. But vice versa, if you spend less hours in your studies, chances of scoring low marks or grades increases, or chances of failure they get increases. So these are the instances of negative correlation. So the variables move in opposite direction. Okay, so this is how positive and negative correlation they can be defined. So positive or negative correlation depends upon the direction in which variables they are moving. If both variables tend to move together in same direction, so that an increase in value of one variable is associated with an increase in the value of other variable, and decrease in value of one variable is associated with decrease in the value of other variable, the correlation is said to be positive or direct correlation. In a biology, relationship between the two characters may be expected to show a strong correlation. For example, in general, we shall expect a strong positive correlation between number of tillers and plant yield in wheat, as well as plant yield and number of pods, pluses and so on. On the other hand, if two variables tend to move together in opposite direction, so that an increase or decrease in one value of one variable is associated with a decrease or increase in the value of other variable, so that time correlation is said to be negative or inverse correlation. Such a correlation is found between sales of woolen garments and the day of temperature, and also yield of crops and price, and increase in the value of independent variable is associated with decrease in value of dependent variable, and vice versa. If there is no relationship between two variables, they are said to be independent or uncorrelated. This is the main thing, that there are two types of variables when there exists not any kind of relationship between these two variables. So that condition is known as independent or uncorrelated variables. If you see following example, the two variables they are illustrated here by figures. So in case of first column, you can see positive correlation, and in that positive correlation, if you see first column, so two variables they are denoted by x and y columns, and in case of x column you can see 55, 62, 67, 72 and 77. So these values they are successively increasing. Similarly, if you see the column y, here also if you see or if you observe these values 21, 27, 30, 35, 42, so these values they are also continuously increasing proportionally as in case of x. So in the first case both variables they are increasing. Okay, then in case of second case, in case of positive correlation, both values they are decreasing. Say in case of x column, the values they are 35, 30, 25, 21 and 15, So values, they are successively decreasing. Similarly, in case of y column, the values again, they are successively decreasing. Okay, so this is how correlation can be explained or correlation can be measured. Then if you see second column, the negative correlation is explained, and the first case is one variable increases, the other decreases. If you see x column, the x column values, they are successively increasing, and if you see y column, the values of y column, they are decreasing. Okay, so x column is increasing, where values of y column, they are decreasing. This is the first case where one variable increases and the other decreases. In case of a last column or second case, one variable decreases and other increases. Here the value of x variable, they are decreases, and if you see y column, the values, they are continuously increasing. Okay, so this is how positive and negative correlation, they are explained or illustrated by means of numerical values or numerical figures. Then next type is simple, partial or multiple correlation. So in case of positive and negative correlation, we compare two variables. Okay, so the distinction between simple, partial and multiple correlation is based upon number of variables studied. Okay, in case of positive and negative correlation, we have discussed two variables, means there is some sort of relationship between two variables. So when we study only two variables, the relationship is described as a simple correlation. Okay, for example, the yield of wheat and use of fertilizers. So as use of fertilizers will increase, the yield also increase, and if you reduce the use of fertilizer, the yield also decrease. Then plant yield and number of tillers, then there are several examples that shows positive correlation. So this is simple type of correlation when we study only two variables. In case of partial and multiple correlation, the relationship between two or more variables is studied. So when we study more than two types of variables, the case is known as partial or multiple correlation. So in multiple correlation, three or more variables, they are studied simultaneously. However, multiple correlation consists of the measurement of relationship between a dependable variable and two or more independent variable. For example, when we study the relationship between plant yield with the number of pods and number of clusters in pulses, and if we study relation between agriculture production, rainfall and quantity of fertilizer use, it will be a multiple correlation. So at a time we can study three factors or three kind of variables. On the other hand, in partial correlation, the study of two variables excluding some other variable is called as partial correlation. So if there are three variables and we are studying only two variables excluding the remaining third variable, so that kind of study is known as partial correlation. For example, the coefficient of correlation between yield of maize and fertilizers excluding the effect of pesticides and measure manures, so that condition is called as partial correlation. So this is how simple, partial or multiple correlation can be studied. The next type is linear or non-linear correlation. So the distinction between linear and non-linear correlation is based upon the ratio of change between the variables under study. Okay, it is the ratio of change between the variables under study. If the variation in the values of two variables have a constant ratio, means they are changing with constant ratio, whether they are decreasing or increasing, so they are changing with constant ratio, that correlation is linear. So at that time the correlation can be linear. Here you can see that the two variables, they are increasing in proportionally. Variable x also increasing in same proportion as compared to variable y. If you see examining the two columns, variable x is mentioned in first row, so values are 30, 60, 90, 120, 150 and 180. So if you analyze this value critically, so you will find that the difference is of 30. Okay, so all values, they are increased by difference of 30. Okay, similarly in case of column row y, the values, they are increased in a multiple of 10. or increase with the difference of 10, that is 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. So both these values, they are increased in significant proportion or constant ratio. That time the relationship is known as linear. In case of a non-linear correlation, the amount of change in one variable does not bear a constant ratio to the amount of change in other related variable. For example, if you double the use of fertilizer, the production of maize would not necessarily be double. Okay. So in case of non-linear correlation, the two variables, they are not increasing or decreasing in constant ratio, or they are not related in somehow proportional. Okay. So these are some of the methods by which we can study correlation between two kinds of variables, and in that, first method is graphic methods or graph based methods. It includes scatter diagram method as well as graph method. And second method is mathematical models. So these models, we express the relation in some numeric value or numeric way, and in case of first, we can explain or we can represent the change by means of graphs. So there are two types or two ways by which we can calculate mathematical models, and these are known as Karl Pearson coefficient of correlation, by which we can calculate correlation between two variables, also Spearman rank correlation. So these are methods. First method is graphical methods. So we can analyze correlation by graphical methods, or we can analyze correlation by mathematical models. So first we'll see graphical methods. So here one data is given and an example is given here. So in an experiment, the data recorded on two variables such as plant height and number of flowers per plant of variety of black gram are given in following table. So scattered data on graph. So this is the data given, and we have to plot this data to examine or to show graphic illustration. Okay. So here plant heights, they are given. Okay. And respectively number of flowers, they are mentioned. So if you see plant height, so for plant height 18 centimeter, there are 20 flowers. Plant height 25 centimeters, there are 25 flowers. Similar way, as the plant height increases or decreases, the number of flowers, they also change. So this relationship or this data we have to plot in a graph, and we have to observe what type of relationship is there. So this is how we can show relationship between two variables. So this pattern is known as, or this mode of graphic representation known as scatter diagram. Okay. So main theme in graphic representation or graphical methods, these are scatter diagram. So all relationship, they are expressed by graphic graphs, and these graphs, they are known as scatter diagram. So here at x axis, the plant height is given or plant height is plotted, and in case of y axis, the number of flowers, they are plotted. And if you plot the previously mentioned data in table, so you will find these points, and these points, they are scattered. Okay, these points, they are scattered. So these kind of plots or these kind of diagrams, diagrammatic representation of data is known as scatter diagram. So whenever we want to study correlation between two or more variables, so the first method is graphic methods, and the graphs, they are particularly known as or represented by scattered diagram. So there are various types of scatter diagrams are there. So first diagram, it is for positive correlation. So if you plot any kind of data or any kind of two variables on x and y axis, and you can see that all points, they are merged or they are scattered along the central line. Okay, the central line represents, means there is positive correlation between two values. As x increases, y also increases. Okay, as x value increases, y also increases. So this is positive correlation. So here we can say that by examining this scattered plot, there is positive correlation between these two variables. Okay, the points, they are not exactly on the straight line, but they are somehow nearby that straight line. So this is type of positive correlation. In case of negative correlation, points, they are along the line but in negative way. Here you can see that as value of x increases, the value of y decreases. Okay, in this uh, in this type of relation, it is known as negative correlation. If you see that as the value of x increases, the value of y successively decreases or proportionally decreases. So it is the example of negative correlation. The points, they are scattered somehow or nearby along the straight line, and this is negative correlation. This is the example of perfect positive correlation, means both values, they are increasing in same direction. Both values, they are increasing in same direction. As x increases, y also increases in same direction, and all points, they are on single line. Okay, if you join the points and all points, they are joined by the same line, then this is an example of perfect positive correlation. Okay, both values, they are increasing in successive ways. This is the example of no correlation. If you put a line, so no points will be matched and the values, they are scattered along central line. Okay, so this diagram means that there is no correlation between x and y values. Yeah, whether x will increase or decrease, the y will not going to affect, or values of y will not going to affect, or they will not increase or decrease as in case of x increase or decrease. Okay, x increase होतोय किंवा डिक्रीज होतोय याच्यावर जर तुम्ही वायच्या व्हॅल्यूज चेक केल्या तर वाय इन्क्रीज होईल किंवा डिक्रीज होईल, मीन्स या दोघांमध्ये कुठल्याही टाईपचे रिलेशन नाही. देर इज नो टाईप ऑफ, नॉट एनी काइंड ऑफ कोरिलेशन. ओके, अँड in case of perfect negative correlation, both one value increases while other decreases. Okay, one value increases while other decreases. Okay, so this is an example of perfect negative correlation. Okay, so just recapitulate the thing. Correlation is the study when we study two variable. So correlation is the biostatistical tool by which we can predict or we can measure the relationship between two variables, and correlation may be of three types. It may be simple correlation, it may be partial correlation, it may be multiple correlation. Okay, so these are types of correlation. Correlation is maybe positive or negative correlation. Correlation may be simple, partial or multiple correlation. Correlation may be linear or non-linear correlation. These are types. Then these are methods of studying correlation. We can study correlation by graphic methods as well as mathematical models. Okay, in graphic methods we can study by scattered diagram as well as graph methods, and in case of mathematical models we can study by Karl Pearson coefficient of correlation method or Spearman rank correlation method. So these are diagrams, scattered diagrams, that are represented to show relation between two kinds of variables, and these scattered diagrams are of different types for different kind of relationship. The first is for positive correlation. In this case, both values, they are increased in some proportion. Here in case of negative correlation, one value increases while other decreases. Then in case of perfect positive correlation, both values, they are increased in perfect way in a exact proportion, and here this diagram represents no correlation, and lastly it is an example of perfect negative correlation. So this is how correlation can be calculated by a graphic method. Okay, so in next lecture we'll see mathematical model for calculation of correlation. Okay, thanks.